What is up, everybody? It is your boy, Joey Work. I'm back. I'm going to give you my best bets and leans for the entire card tomorrow. That is Thursday, September 16th, entire MLB card. Yesterday's YouTube best bet play, Indians first five minus a half run. Another winner. I mean, it was 5-0 after five. YouTube best bets record now sits at 61, 36, and 4. At this point, I could probably, get away with charging $100 a month for myself, my picks alone. 22 wins out of my last 25 bets, all fully tracked on the Run Pure Bet spreadsheet. And yes, we only charge $60 a month for all picks content. That's me, all my content, behind the wall content, every single pick on the spreadsheet, private access to me and the whole team in the Discord, plus JJ's picks and content, Keg's picks, and his 50 hours of live shows a week. Tyler and Spread's picks and content, all fully tracked. I mean, there's not a better deal on the internet. I mean, I see a lot of cappers using my picks as their play of the day, whatever, tweeting it out as their whale play. Obviously, I give my picks out the night before because we beat line movements here at Run Pure Bets. But everyone knows imitation is the best form of flattery. So I appreciate the flattery. And my fully tracked spreadsheet does the talking itself. But onto the card, and I appreciate everybody in the chat already. I see my guy B-Red Malibu, always here, always on time. Hefe Jr. in the house, Pocket QB Lamar Jackson, Ricky Chan. Appreciate you all. And I'm rocking the shirt. Not your average Joe, because it speaks for a damn self. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, a lot of places are very bad. Yeah, I know. I placed every bet off spreadsheet. Last 60. Let's go, Ryan. You'll love to see it. Let's go. So we are back for tomorrow. It's a smaller slate than normal. Usually that is the plan. That is the thing for Thursdays. I think it's about 9. Yeah, it's 9-game slate. A couple interesting early starts. It's definitely a tough card. I did do some homework definitely beforehand. Definitely a tougher card. But we'll pick our spots and get some winners. So let's keep this thing rolling. Again, I don't ask for much. Just hit the like button for me, guys. Share, maybe comment on the video afterwards if you want. Comment on the video. Just say, Joey, I appreciate you, man. Keep killing it. Any positive vibes my way. I appreciate all positive vibes, and I try to throw them out myself. So thank you guys very much. But on to the first game. We got Colorado Rockies, Atlanta Braves. This might be I think this is the last game of the set here. German Marquez versus Ian Anderson. Pretty interesting game here. I'm pretty sure right now it's 2-2 last I saw in this game, and I know Atlanta lost last night. These games are big for Atlanta. I think they're up 4 games. The Phillies did win tonight, so they're either up 3.5 or 4 games on the Phillies. So all these games mean a lot. They still want to win the division because essentially whatever team wins the division is going to make the playoffs. The other teams more than likely are not making the playoffs. So, the big games for Philly, big games, the Mets, and big games definitely for this Braves team. And Marquez has been really good, especially outside of the friendly confines of Coors Field. And he pitched against the Phillies last time out, 6 innings, 6 hit ball, 6 strikeouts, no earned runs. I mean, he pitched against Atlanta the time before that, 5 innings, 2 earned runs at home. So he gave up 1 homer, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. So I do think he fares a little better here. He's playing in Atlanta here. So I do think he fares a little better. He does have, decent BVP versus his team, 87 at bats, striking them out 18% of the time. They have been weighted on base percentage of 287. So that's pretty damn impressive for Mr. Marquez. But, I don't know if I really, I guess maybe you could back him if you want to take the half run on the first 5. My lines are showing, I'm seeing the opening line on this game is Braves minus 180 plus 155 to come back. That's at DraftKings Sportsbook. So I will check the first 5 shortly. And then Ian Anderson on the other end, he doesn't have much BVP versus this Rockies team. But with that said, you got to definitely take it with a grain of salt. He is at home. The Rockies definitely have struggled on the road a lot. Definitely struggled a lot on the road. And Ian Anderson I personally like Ian Anderson. I know he struggled a little bit this year. His last couple starts, he probably had 1 bad start in there, but, or 2 bad starts in there and he hasn't really, as of late, he hasn't really pitched that deep into games. He's going about 5 innings. His last 4 starts, he's averaged 4 innings, if that. He's pitched 2 innings the first start, 5, 3, 5. So he's definitely struggled as of late. 4 earned, 0 earned, 4 earned, 2 earned. It's just, am I really afraid of this Rockies lineup? Not really. I think this is probably another low-scoring game. So let me just pull up the total on this one. And that might be something I'm interested in. Definitely a lean at, right off the bat, there's definitely a lean would be at least first 5 under. But you could even probably go full game under. I would assume, 8.5 is the opener on the total. Juice to the under. I'm seeing -110 in places, though. So a lean would be full game under 8.5. But I prefer, as you guys know, I don't like messing with bullpen. So I do prefer the first 5. Let me just pull that up real fast because the websites don't show the first 5. I have to actually, go to the actual sports books and pull it up onto my phone. So let me do that real quick here. So Rockies, Braves, first 5, 4.5, -110. Yeah, so that's definitely a lean. Rockies, Braves, first 5 under 4.5, and that is -110. All right, on to the next game. We got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. After Pittsburgh I think they took 2 or 3 in this series thus far. I know they definitely won today. Mitch Keller pitched pretty damn good. And, Mitch Keller's a guy I kind of like. I'm not seeing any lines in this game yet. This place doesn't have a line. Let me see. No line there. Let me just check one other spot. Where is this? Okay, right here. Oh, I'm seeing one. DraftKings is the only place with the line out. Cincinnati Reds -145. The comeback on the Pirates +125. Tyler Mahaley I'm seeing, and Cody Pence. Let me just make sure that is correct. Tyler Mahaley to be announced. Okay. And let's check this other site. What we got here? Tyler Mahaley, J.D. Brubaker. Okay, so that's probably why we don't have a line. We're not sure of the Pittsburgh Pirates starter. But Mahaley has arguably been Cincinnati's best starter. He probably has been their best starter, realistically. He has had some trouble with the walks, especially as of late. But, his strikeout numbers are up. He's averaging over a strikeout per inning, especially as of late. And, he's limiting hard contact. He has been a little bit susceptible to the home run ball. But, again, he usually plays in the Great American Small Park. This game is on the road in Pittsburgh, so a little bit more friendly of a pitcher's park, definitely than the Great American Small Park. And he has pretty good numbers versus this Pittsburgh team, especially his last start versus them. He pitched against them on August 8th, 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, and, as I mentioned, 0 walks. So that's definitely a step in the right direction for him. And, I do expect him probably to have another good start here. Against this Pittsburgh team, the offense doesn't exactly scare me. He does have, they have 44 at-bats versus him. They have actually decent 321 X-weighted on base percentage, but they are striking out 30% of the time. So maybe we go towards the Mahaley. I'm also seeing now a new starter, Connor Overton, for this team. But maybe we go to Mahaley strikeout prop. That's somewhat I'm interested in. And I'm sure that number probably won't be crazy high. If it's a 5.5, I'm definitely interested in it. 4.5, a 4.5, I'm all over it. But I would expect it to be 5.5. So Mahaley strikeout prop 5.5. I'll definitely somewhat be interested in it. So that'll be the lean on this game. Obviously, can't really cap much from the Pittsburgh side because I don't know who the starter is. I do expect the Reds to win this game, depending on, if it's Brubaker or even Cody Ponce. I'm definitely take my chances with Cincinnati. They need to win this game. I think they're 1 game now out of the playoffs, and every game matters a lot for them. So they're going to go all whole bars to win this game. So short price right now, I'm seeing what was the line? It was only at DraftKings. The line -145. Obviously, I don't lay over -125, so that's not something I'm really interested in. But if you guys are into laying the juice, definitely lean on Cincinnati. But I like Mahaley strikeout props more. All right, next game we got is Angels, White Sox. I'm seeing Alex Cobb versus Renato Lopez. Let's confirm that. Ohtani versus Renato Lopez. That's why there's no line for this one either. Only place that has line is DraftKings, and they have Ohtani there, +155 on the Angels, -180 on the comeback for the Chicago White Sox at home. Last I saw, this game was 2-2. I'm not exactly sure what the score is right now. But, I guess this one, Renato Lopez has pitched really good as of late, and the Angels don't really scare me. I would obviously prefer Ohtani on the hill. But with that said, he can struggle on the hill, and I think he struggled last time out. He did struggle. Alex Cobb, I definitely am not interested in. I know Alex Cobb. I'm thinking it's saying Joe Madden hopes that Alex Cobb could start Thursday. Okay, so he did complete a simulated game Friday, expected to rejoin the rotation. So, I mean, Alex Cobb, I know he's pitched good as of late. His last, 4 starts, he's only allowed 1 earned run, the max in the 4 of them. Pitched 5 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings, 7 innings. But again, he hasn't pitched since July 23rd, so long layoff. He'll probably be somewhat on a pitch limit. With that said, I guess it's White Sox or pass. But the White Sox really, their motivation down the stretch here, I would expect them to start sitting guys because they don't really have full motivation. The division is theirs, really. And some of these games, they might just say, you know what, it's one game at the end of the day ain't really going to matter to this team. So I wouldn't be fully surprised if, they start sitting guys and they aren't fully, throwing the best relievers out there and whatnot. But, this is another hard cap. I definitely like Renato Lopez, what I've seen from him lately. With Alex Cobb on the hill, it's definitely a lean towards the White Sox. Now, with Ohtani on the hill, I probably don't bet the game at all. Probably just watch it. Maybe slightly lean towards the Angels if Ohtani's on the hill, just because you get a nice plus money. And I know they were plus 190 today. So, now that we're in the nitty-gritty of the summer, you got to find spots to back the dogs. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been cashing with. We're hitting dogs, plus 158. We hit yesterday in the Cardinals. You just got to find those spots. So I will continue to hunt the dogs, and, even the best teams lose 60 games a season, 70 games a season. Sometimes, that's what it is. So that's where I'm at on that game. More than likely, no bet in that Angels-White Sox game. Shout out Ryan Paulina in the house. Joey Lamb, my guy, keep killing it. Appreciate it. Joey Work is a machine. WT, appreciate it. J-Row fam, what's up, my guy? Keep killing it, Joey Work. Appreciate you all, guys. I really do. I keep doing it because of the positive vibes in this damn chat, week in and week out. Most of you are here all the time. If you're new, I appreciate you as well. But most of these positive vibes, they keep me going, keep me motivated, and I'm happy to win you guys money. And I'm more importantly happy that I'm winning money as well. So let's keep it rolling. But on to the next game. Athletics, Royals. I'm seeing Athletics open minus 120, plus 110 on the comeback on the Royals. A very high-scoring game today and yesterday. Actually, both games, they've been very high-scoring. This Royals team, since the All-Star break, this Royals team has shown they could score some runs, definitely. They are at home here. Silver Mailco, what's up, my guy? They are at home here, 2:10 start. Looking like Paul Blackburn versus Daniel Lynch. Let me just confirm. Blackburn Lynch. Yeah, that's why we have lines here. Blackburn Lynch in all 3 spots. That's something you love to see. So get a full cap on this game. If you've followed me since Paul Blackburn has been starting for this team, I think he sucks. He doesn't strike anybody out. He gives up a lot of hard contact. His advanced numbers suck. Now, Daniel Lynch, I know his ERA is not great. His advanced numbers say he should be pitching a little better. He is a lefty, and Oakland's pretty good versus lefties. But, again, if he doesn't – this guy throws really hard. If he limits the walks, he will be successful. But I feel like I say this with a lot of guys. They have really good stuff. They just got to limit the walks. And most of the time, they can't limit the walks. So that's where we stop. But Daniel Lynch, I think he probably has a good start here. I don't think he's seen much of this Oakland team. Let me check. I don't think he didn't start versus Oakland team at all this year. I actually don't think he's pitching at this Oakland team at all. So this will be the first time Oakland's seeing them. Their lineup is a little watered down without Mr. Chapman in the lineup. I know he's still hurt. I don't think he played today. It's showing that he's supposed to be in, but he hasn't played in a couple days. I'm pretty sure he didn't play today. He might be back tomorrow, but either way, the team doesn't fully scare me. I know they've been putting up runs, whatnot, but I think Kansas City definitely has the better starter of the two here. I definitely trust Daniel Lynch a little more. He is young, a rookie, and can explode at times. That's why his ERA is 5.37. But the advanced numbers tell a little bit better, and if you watch him, he's pitched pretty good. You throw out the last 2 starts in September, which were bad against the White Sox and against Minnesota. So that is what it is. But then he pitched against Seattle, Houston, the Yankees, and the White Sox, back-to-back 5 starts. He allowed 1 run, 1 run, 1 run, 1 run, 3 runs. So, 4 of the 5 starts, he only allowed 1 run. He did walk about 3 people per game. His strikeouts are in the 5-6 range. So I do expect him to probably have a good start here. And I more than likely will back the Kansas City Royals first 5 here. Let me pull up a number here. What do we got? Yeah, it's almost even money. Wow, first 5 plus 100, and that's via BetMGM. They're normally the first people to have the first 5 lines out. Them and DraftKings now. DraftKings has upped their game probably because a lot of early money was going to BetMGM, and DraftKings like, we want some of the prize. So DraftKings and BetMGM are both the first to the market, I would say. FanDuel definitely waits till about 2 in the morning to drop their first 5 lines. And the PointsBet usually drops them early as well. But those are the 2 that I'm looking at there. And what do we got? Let me see if they have – yeah, I'm seeing fucking – starting pitchers matchups are all over the place here. I guess that's what I get for doing it at 11 p.m. at night Eastern time. But, it is what it is. I'm saying, yeah, plus 100 at DraftKings as well on the first 5. So that's definitely a lean. Do we make it an official play? I'm probably just going to keep it as a lean as of right now. If you're up your best subscriber, I'll let you know. But definitely hard lean to Royals first 5. All right, next game we got is San Diego versus San Francisco. Chris Paddock or Ross Detweiler in places versus Kevin Gausman. I'm seeing for San Fran. So I'm seeing 2 different starters for San Diego. That's probably why we now have a line. We do have one line in DraftKings, plus 130 for the Padres, minus 150 on the comeback. And the Padres, but they don't even have a starter. DraftKings don't even have a starter. They already dropped the line, though. Padres plus 130. San Francisco Giants minus 150. Kevin Gausman or Ross Detweiler. Kevin Gausman's going to start for the Giants. We know that I'm pretty sure. Detweiler just got signed with the Padres, I want to say, yesterday or Monday. He just got signed with this team. He did get cut or designated for assignment by the Marlins. He had almost a 5 ERA. Not very good in 45 innings this year. So he's definitely not a guy I'm really interested in. But I think Paddock is hurt, so that's probably it. Did they add Paddock, or is he coming back? Yeah, Paddock is hurt, so he's definitely not starting. So it's going to be probably a bullpen game with Mr. Detweiler starting, and man, oh man, that is not good. This Padres team has really stumbled down the stretch here, and Detweiler hasn't pitched more than an inning all year. He literally hasn't pitched more than an inning all year for this Miami team in those 45 innings he started. So this is a full bullpen game for the Padres, and Gausman has been really good, and we know this San Francisco team is still playing really hard. They still want to win games because they want to win that division. They really do. They're up, I want to say, 2 games on the Dodgers for the division, and it looks like, early. It's still early right now today, but it looks like the Giants may lose tonight and the Dodgers may win. So they'll pick up a full game. So it'll be 1 game going into tomorrow. So I do expect the Giants to come out early and probably win this game by margin. Obviously, no lines out except for DraftKings. I would, be more interested in when I get more possible lines where I could, find and exploit one of the lines or, know a definite starter from the Padres. But I'm definitely interested in the Giants here. Maybe take the Giants team total over if you're not happy laying the 150. Maybe just, first 5. I don't really like to mess with first 5s on a full bullpen game. I'd rather just take the team. But it's a home team, so I don't like laying the 1.5. I don't like playing the run line on a home team. But definitely a hard lean with the Giants again. Once we get a starting pitcher here, I will let you guys know. Yellow Hammer in the chat. What's going on, my guy David Ramos? What is up, Dave? How you doing? First 5 Giants. They're winning tonight. 2 tonight. All right. Yeah, WT likes first 5 Giants. By the way, guys, I'm going live Saturday. I started a card breaking company, so we have a lot of boxes of cards, and we're going to do a divisional break on Saturday night. $140 a spot, 8 spots. I think we sold 4 of them, so only 4 spots left. And we randomize the division, and whatever division you get it's NFL cards to start. We have basketball and MLB on the way, but we randomize the 8 spots. Whatever division you get, every card that gets pulled, we have 5 different boxes. Every card that gets pulled from those boxes, you get. And we'll ship them out to you the next day. We did it last Saturday. We're going to run it again this Saturday. So if you want, follow High Stake Breaks. That's on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. We're going to go live on Instagram, so make sure to follow us on Instagram, High Stake Breaks. Appreciate you guys. Jordan Elmore, thanks for the Cleveland win. I also took full game money along with that. Awesome stuff. Princess Chachu, Joey, you're on fire. That I am, and I'm fired up. Happy to be here. Good vibes only for you guys. All right, next game we got is the New York Yankees, Baltimore Orioles. Yankees minus 240 favorites. Baltimore comeback plus 215. I'm seeing at Caesars William Hill. That's the best line. So, funny. The Yankees almost lost this game tonight. Obviously, that good old Orioles bullpen blew it in the ninth. But nothing, that bullpen has been really bad, especially as of late. They've blown a lot of saves. And I guess, it is somewhat the normal as of now. We get a starting pitching matchup, Jordan Montgomery versus Chris Ellis. And Baltimore is actually pretty good versus lefties. So I do see them. And Montgomery, has stumbled as of late. Doesn't really have anything overpowering. If this team is patient, I do see them scoring some runs here. And Jordan Ellis has pitched really good as of late. I know he did struggle, in the minors leading up to this year. I know he pitched, I want to say in 2019, he pitched with the Royals. Last year, he pitched all in AAA, and now he's back. He started this year in AAA. He was on Tampa. I'm not sure if they cut him or they traded him, but either way, he has now made his way onto the Baltimore rotation. And, he had essentially one bad start in his 5 starts versus in this Baltimore lineup, Baltimore rotation. He pitched against Toronto last time out, 5 innings, 5 hit ball, 4 strikeouts. He did it. Obviously, this guy is another guy that has trouble with limiting his free passes. He did walk 4 people. Then he pitched against the Yankees 2 starts ago, September 4th, 5 innings, 1 hit ball, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. So 1 hit, no earned runs. He pitched really good against the Yankees. Second time around, that was in Yankee Stadium. Second time around in Baltimore, definitely a hitter-friendly park. And this Yankees lineup is scary as of now. They are really, they're in a tight race for the wild card, so they need every win they can get as well. And I expect them to go with balls to the walls here, but I'm definitely not interested in laying minus 240 with this Yankees team. No way in hell. And I'm a Yankees fan. No way in hell. So slight lean here would be Baltimore team total over. I'm sure you could get that number cheap. Let me just try to pull it up real fast because that number is probably going to be cheap as all hell. And that's going to be probably via BetMGM if they have a line out, which would be that would be very nice if they did. They do have a line. Let's see. You could even get Baltimore plus 2.5, minus 125. I want no part of that. But that's Baltimore over 3.5, minus 115. So that's definitely, I'm somewhat interested in Baltimore team total over 3.5, minus 115. I mean, Montgomery gave up seven runs his last start and 3 in the third versus the Mets. And the Mets have been hard pressed to score runs. I know it was their World Series. They beat the Yankees. That was their World Series. But I don't know. Montgomery pitched 2 times ago, September 4th, against his Baltimore team, 4 2/3, 6 innings, only 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. So let me check the BVP numbers real fast. What do we got? 99 career at bats. They bat 246 X weighted on base percentage, striking out 25% of the time. Ugh. X batting average of 209. Oy vey. Yeah, not very good numbers versus Jordan Montgomery. So maybe I'll lay off. But if there was any play on this game, it would be a slight lean towards the Orioles team total over. Maybe even Orioles first 5. I'm sure you could get first 5. Orioles first 5 plus 1.5, minus 120. See, Yankees got to beat them by 2 the first 5. I'm not totally against that. But more than likely, this will just be a pass game for me. All right, we got 3 games left. And we're getting into basically the night slate. This is a 6 o'clock Eastern game. Perfect rotation. Does Run Pure still go live on Sundays? Yes, sir. We go live for the entire NFL, every single snap in NFL. We don't do any more baseball shows on Sunday because NFL is back. But JJ does a show with the Run Pure Sports guys for DFS side from 12 to 1 o'clock until up to lock show. And then that's only for premium members only. That's only for Run Pure Bets or Run Pure Sports subscribers. And then Jay goes live the entire Sunday. He was live. I want to say he was live from 1 o'clock until 8 p.m. And he might even went live for that Sunday night game for subscribers only. But, it was JJ, definitely. Tyler was with them. And, I think a couple other guys popped on for Sunday, NFL Sundays. And then I was on for Monday. We hit that first touchdown. Shout out Tyler. Tyler gave out that first touchdown, 11-1. On Williams, whatever the hell his first name is, Tyshawn Williams. So that was nice. So, yeah, we're rolling. NFL's back. The boys are rolling, baby. And, NFL's back, so all the concentration on NFL. But Joey Worth's over here slowly building that bankroll, slowly killing it. Won 23 of my last 25 bets. We're here, baby. I'm not your average Joe, baby. All right. Sorry. A little intermission there. Perfect rotation. Got me riled up in a good way. Don't worry. But we'll move on to the next game. Cubs, Phillies, Kyle Hendricks versus to be announced. This is the game I'm most interested in, really. I wish it wasn't a to be announced, though. Steve Ramos in the house, my guy. I really wish it wasn't a to be announced, but I'm seeing Adonis Medina in spots. Let me check the third spot. Give me Adonis Messina in the third spot, undecided. Fangul. Oh, man, I really want Adonis Messina to start, and if so, I will be on first five and full game Chicago Cubs. Okay? I mean, Hendricks is the best starter for the Cubs. I know he has struggled, definitely struggled this year. But again, he gets to pitch in Philly, so maybe a little. I know it's a little bit of a bandbox, but when he's pitching in Chicago with the wind blowing out, you put a ball in the air and it's almost a home run every time. But Medina has struggled, pitched in AAA all year. This will be his first major league start, maybe second. I think he maybe started last year with the Phillies. This will be his first start this year. But thus far this year in the minors, 5.05 ERA, 55 strikeouts in 67 innings. Not very impressive, He's given up runs. He pitches maybe 4 innings to start. He has got the 5 a couple times, but, he gives up runs almost every single start. And when you're doing that in AAA, how do you think that's going to translate into the majors? I know he's going against the Cubs team, not the best team in baseball. That's for damn sure. Since they made the trades, they've definitely struggled. But again, as I mentioned earlier, it's time. It's the gritty time where you got to find ways to get on the dogs. And I think this is a great dog spot, especially if Mr. Medina is on the bump. And what am I seeing? I'm seeing one place as a line, DraftKings, as I mentioned, normally the first to the market now. Cubs plus 180, Phillies minus 120. They have the Phillies minus 120 without them even naming a starter, which is absolutely insane. So that's going to be the first official play. I don't even care. Like, who's going to be the starter? Not going to throw Nola out there. So the first official play is going to be Chicago Cubs, full game. Chicago Cubs, full game, plus 180. Plus 180. That's only going to be for a half unit because I am definitely looking forward. I'm definitely going to look forward to betting them on the first 5 as well. So I'll just split it half unit first 5, half unit first full game. I don't see a first 5 yet out. Let me actually see on DK because they have it out. Let me see on DK if they have a first 5. Let's see. Come on, DK, do it for me. They don't even have Phillies. They don't even have named the starter. Yeah, they don't have it first 5. Okay, they haven't even named the starter, but minus 220? That is crazy, especially if it's a bullpen game for the Phillies. How bad is their bullpen? It's probably going to be that they'll probably, piggyback and have Matt Moore come in. And, am I afraid of Matt Moore? Absolutely not. They took Matt Moore out of the starting rotation because he sucks. So it'll probably be Adonis Medina, Matt Moore, and the rest of that bullpen. Give me the Cubs all day. So Cubs plus 180, full game, half unit, because I'm going to back them on the first 5 once that line drops as well. But that's the first official play on my picks thus far. Obviously gave you out a lot of leans. I more than likely will make moves once more of these lines come out. And I'll tag everybody in the Run Pure Bets Discord once I make a move so everybody knows what the bet is, when it's up, and whatnot. Next game, Detroit versus Tampa Bay. Tyler Anderson versus Dietrich Inns. Let me just confirm we got Dietrich Inns in all spots. Tyler Anderson, Dietrich Inns. Okay, 2 spots, we got it. Check the third. Tyler Anderson versus, do we got it in all 3? Dietrich Inns. Wow. All right, we got it. So we got all 3, and we have a line here looking like, oh my God, Tampa Bay minus 120. Holy hell. I mean, Tampa Bay minus 220 at DraftKings, plus 180 on the comeback on the Tigers, plus 190 at William Hill Caesars, plus 185 at FanDuel on the Tigers. So, obviously I always say shop around, find the best line. You got to have multiple books to, really make some money, make some real money in this. And, I'm doing it. So Tyler Anderson, a lefty versus Tampa Bay Rays. Me and the Rays, we get along great. Especially when a lefty's on the hill. It doesn't matter how good the lefty is. And Tyler Anderson has actually pitched pretty well as of late. He hasn't allowed more than 2 runs since August 13th, where he pitched against Cleveland, 5 innings, 4 earned. I mean, even going back, So he pitched against Tampa last start out, 4 1/3 against Tampa at home. So in Detroit, definitely both places really are pitcher friendly, Tropicana and I want to say Comerica. So 4 1/3, 5 hit ball, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. So he really limited his Tampa Bay team, who I know they've hit lefties a little better as of late, but I mean, Wander Franco's out of the lineup, and the lineup hasn't really scared me. They almost have the division locked up too, not fully, but so they can start resting guys as well. And they really struggled versus lefties. So it's not, somebody I'm really interested in, a team I'm interested in backing versus lefties. And Kevin Cash has announced that Dietrich Inns will be the starter, replacement for Chris Archer tomorrow. He is, I want to say, how old is Dietrich Inns? He's got to be 30 maybe 29. I think this is his first year in the majors. Or he pitched, this is basically his first year in the majors. And he's pitched pretty good as of late. He pitched against this Detroit team last time out, 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, no hit ball. And then against Minnesota, 3 innings, 4 hit ball, no earned runs. He did have a struggle in Boston, but the other 2 starts against Baltimore, really good. He probably came out of the bullpen, maybe the first one against Baltimore, but either way, he's pitched pretty damn good against since he's got his chance in the majors. He does have, 13 at-bats versus this team. I think they have 1 hit. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. I basically just throw that out. 13 at-bats is no BVP whatsoever. But I am interested in maybe a first 5 under here, get the friendly confines. If Tyler Anderson can limit this Rays team, which I think he can. Wow, -4.5 is at plus 100. If we can get -5, we get first 5 under 5, I'm going to fire on that. Let's see what we got here. Under 4.5 plus 100. All right, so I'm going to have to shop around, but I'm definitely interested in that. First 5 under 5. First 5 under 5. Let's check PointsBet real fast, because those are the only 3 right now with lines out. With first 5 lines out, it's DK, BetMGM, and PointsBet. The only 3 with first 5 bets out this early. Normally you have to wait a little bit longer. But let's see what we got here. Come on, give it to me, baby. Let's see. Tigers, yep. First 5 under 4.5. Damn it. All right, well, first 5 under 4.5 plus 100. For the sakes of this video, I will make that an official play. First 5 under 4.5 plus 100. But realistically, Run Pure Bet subscribers, I'm looking for that 5 number, and it'll be out. I could get probably 5 -120. I'm definitely interested in it because I think Tyler Anderson probably pitches good again against this Tampa Bay team, and I definitely think Dietrich pitches good here as well. So I'm definitely interested in that play. Obviously, I'll let you guys know when I make it official, but that's what we got. On to the last game of the day. Houston Astros, Texas Rangers, 8:05 Eastern Time. Framber Valdez versus Glenn Otto. Very interesting spot here. Framber, the lefty, versus the Texas Rangers, who are one of the worst teams versus lefties in baseball. Them and the Seattle Mariners are, I think, the worst 2 teams against lefties. And, should be quite interesting. Framber has been really good this year. 10 wins, 5 losses, 3.26 ERA, but as of late, he has somewhat struggled with his command. He had 5 walks in his last start. I want to check some BVP versus team. 57 at-bats, striking him out 23% of the time. 260 X-weighted on base percentage. 285 slugging percentage. 173 batting average versus him. So they are struggling versus Framber, and they do struggle versus lefties. He pitched against Texas July 24th at home. 6 innings, no hit ball. 6 walks, 4 strikeouts. So this is a guy that always puts people on base, which is kind of scary. And these games in this series have been Texas crushed them, or Houston crushed them game 1. I think it was 14-1. Texas crushed them yesterday. Houston came out and crushed them again today. And all these games have gone over, flew over, really. And it's pretty funny because they're playing in Texas, which is a pitcher-friendly park too. So I am somewhat interested in Texas. I'm seeing Colby Allard in another spot. Son of a bitch. Excuse my language, but Glenn Otto, Colby Allard, primary. So Probably going to be Otto for a couple innings, and then they'll go to Colby Allard, probably because Otto's probably on a pitch count because he's young, and they got nothing to play for, so that stinks. I was interested in that. I mean, he pitched 3 1/3 last time against Oakland. This will be his second time against his Houston team, Glenn Otto. He pitched against them August 27th, 5 innings, 2 hit balls, 7 strikeouts. So, with that said, man, I guess I can't really make a play on Texas. Maybe Texas team total over, so you leave the starting pitching out of it. And I'm sure that number actually probably be somewhat cheap. Let's see what we got here. Texas total 3.5 plus 100 versus Framber. See, now we're talking. 3.5 plus 100 versus Framber. He has decent numbers versus this team. I'm probably just going to pass, but that'll be a lean on this game is Texas team total over. So 2 official plays. Chicago Cubs full game plus 180, only half unit because I'm going to bet the first 5 once that number drops as well. So I'll be on the Cubs first 5 and full game money line, both for half unit correlated plays. And then we're going to go to Tigers, Detroit versus Tampa Bay. First 5 under 5, targeting a number of minus 120, but I'll give out 4.5 on the show for show purposes that I'll track. Under 4.5 plus 100. Those are my 2 official plays. I appreciate everybody. Hit the like button. You know, I don't ask for much. Hit the like button. Aaron DeReese, my guy, appreciate you for hanging out, buddy. Otherwise, I will be back more than likely Friday. I'm working on a UFC fighter. I did have one last week, so if you didn't watch that video, do me a favor, just go watch the video, hit the like button, maybe make a comment. I had a nice guy come in from Guam, and I really appreciate it. So otherwise, if you have any questions, ask them now. I'll try to answer them before I get out of here. Otherwise, I more than likely will try to give out a free play on Twitter for Sunday. Rather than do a video, I'll give you out a free play. The boys will be live tomorrow night, Thursday night football, and then they'll be back live. Stray will be back live Saturday for the whole UFC event. I do have UFC play on the spreadsheet as well. And then they'll be back live Sunday for the whole NFL slate. And guess what? Back again Monday for Monday Night Football. And then I'll be back Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Same time, same place, knuckleheads. But B-Rod Malibu, Joey, how much do you weigh in a pitcher that has pitched against a team they're about to face within a week or 2? Definitely take that into consideration, especially seeing how he's done. With that said, you know, if he pitches, you know, if they only seen him, like, for example, Enns has only seen this will be the second team seeing the team. So that really doesn't throw me off. If you've seen the team 6 times and you pitch good the first 5, now you've seen him last time he gets spanked and you pitch him again, you got to take that into consideration. Even, you know, if you've seen the team a lot and you just pitched against them the last start, you know, sometimes it weighs. Sometimes it's better for the pitcher. You know, you're like, oh, I just pitched against this team. I know this guy doesn't like this pitch. I know this guy doesn't like this pitch. While the batters have seen 7 pitchers since then. So, you know, I think that probably helps Enns tomorrow. And because Detroit's actually pretty decent versus lefties. So I think that does help him. He's like, hey, I just pitched against this team. I know what I got to do. And I'm going to go do it. But that's where I'm at. So, guys, that's it for me. I appreciate you all. Hit the like button on the way out. Gamble responsibly. Good luck on all your wagers. Joey works out. Peace.